Senior has said that. I think that
after they were thumped earlier on today by Arsenal, damaging.
Hit. Thomas Socek back here, trying to slide it through for Castellanos. The two new forwards trying to combine here. He signed on the back, really. Oh, that Palmer trying to get the cross in. Tadibo cuts it out. First one to test Areola, who's only got it partially away. Caicedo tries, and that was right back near the start. In by Bowen. Oh, it's ended up in the back of the net, and Bowen rises to the occasion again. And in terms of clean sheets, there's not one for Chelsea today. It was hopeful, no more than that, really. Early delight for West Ham, and Sanchez.
One of the changes and Gittins to come in. Well, that's a great opportunity for
Running in around Areola. Somerville is on a very good run of form. Matheus Fernandes likewise. And it's blocked by Chalobah.
Do you know what?
Maybe you would.
I wouldn't, but I played with a guy who...
He's going to get it again. Looking for a first Premier League goal. He scored in the FA Cup on his debut. He just tried to overpower things in the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and it's a stray one. And that's a corner. Here goes Palmer directly for goal, but directly at the goalkeeper.
Janos obviously came from Lazio. We'll see whether he will be as well. But
this occasion.
First time as well, but I'm just saying between the two.
I think today he probably could.
You want him to be, sorry, you want him to be your son-in-law as well.
The early weeks of the season. There is Gusto in midfield as it continues. List him as a dribbler. Use his strength as skill. As we'll know, his family.
Could have done.
Garnacho. Chelsea looking to bounce back from it. Wan-Bissaka's onside. Cutting it back. Oh, that's brilliant. The run continues for Crescencio Somerville, and that's probably the pick of his recent run. He couldn't have caught it better. And talk about using the ball well when you do get it. Look at West Ham United here at Stamford Bridge. Highest levels, and that started to happen for West Ham, whatever the trigger was for. Not done yet, but 40 minutes into a wonderful first half. About moments that can change seasons. Callum Wilson. Wan-Bissaka has him in his sights, so he passes it rather than tries to take him on, and that will be a free kick very much in Cole. 5 added minutes confirmed. Scott. It's all really kicked on from there, but as we say, Enzo Fernandez into the wall, back to Palmer, who thought about. Here it comes back Bowen's way again. Castellanos. And Pablo's still looking for that tap in at the far post. Garnacho. That was the second time from Enzo Fernandez. Here's Socek. Could be in for another one here. Chelsea struggling to keep up with him. Is he going to go for the goal at the end? And he gets the corner. Eventually he's on to Somerville. Fernandes again. He scored his first career goal from outside the penalty. Palmer tackling back. Still going. Now Pedro intervening. Free kick. Bowen took too long thinking. He's down. That's Carolee because Enzo Fernandez got it back to Cucurella. It's a lovely ball in for Delap. It wasn't quite the flick that he really wanted. That's the 10-minute mark in the second half. Fofana striding on. It's a good cross on the run. And Jarrod Bowen makes it a very good cross. And Chelsea get the third goal of the game. And how important will that turn out to be? Jarrod, the man in form. And he's taken, what, about a dozen minutes to remind everyone of that.
Absolutely. We just saw Liam Delap go close, but Chelsea very much on the front foot.
From booing to backing. That's what a goal does for you. On Pablo, here's Jarrod. Thinking about getting into a shooting position. Quicker definitely in a crossing position. Ex-Wolves, of course, for West Ham. So many ex-Wolves players here off the ball. Chelsea in the mood to get it back quickly. Here's Caicedo, who can hit them from distance. Here is Castellanos. Well, you can see what he's trying to do, use the defender as a bit of a screen. Defence will lead to some profit. In comes Gusto. It's off the bar. Cucurella follows in. It's another successful substitution for Liam Rosenior. And it's 2-2. They've clawed their way back level. Which is closing in on us fast. But they've made more use of their extra power in the second half. Appeals for handball. Somerville lost it, went to get it back, and Renato. And James gets there. And it's Palmer! And Wan-Bissaka couldn't do it either. Ooh, and nice movement by Caicedo. And by João Pedro. Back away, it's Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea do lead. Chelsea all probably will win. And 3 years after he signed the Chelsea Football Club, Enzo Fernandez, not for the first time in those 3 years, is the man of the moment. Enzo.
Clive Wilson. I mean, no one really saw this.
And